All right, so welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to be looking at how to calculate the osmotic pressure. So before we calculate the osmotic pressure, we have to know the formula that we need to use and also be able to explain the parameters or the letters that are going to be present in that formula. Okay, so the osmotic pressure is given by the formula pi is equals to I multiplied by capital letter M multiplied by R multiplied by T. Okay, so now the pi represents what we are calculating, which is the what? The osmotic pressure. Okay, it represents the osmotic pressure. And then the I represents what we call as the Van Hoof. Okay, the Van Hoof factor. So now this Van Hoof factor, okay, what is it by definition? Okay, so the Van Hoof factor is simply a measure of the effect that a solute has on the corrugative properties of a solution. So the corrugative properties of a solution include the osmotic pressure, like the ones we're calculating here. There's the boiling point elevation, there's the freezing point elevation, and the like. Okay, so the Van Hoof factor is just a measure of the effect that a solute has on those corrugative properties of a what? Of a solution. But in our calculations, we are simply going to say that, okay, the Van Hoof factor is simply the number of ions that is formed, okay, when a strong electrolyte actually what? Dissociates. Okay, so the number of ions. So I can here say number of ions, okay, formed when an electrolyte what? Dissociates completely. Okay, and then what is my capital letter M? My capital letter M is simply molarity. Okay, so meaning just the concentration in moles. You divide your moles by the volume that is in liters, you get the molarity. And then T is just going to be the temperature in what? In kelvins. So meaning if you've been given a temperature that is in degrees Celsius, you need to convert it to kelvins. Okay, so that's the formula for finding the osmotic pressure. So now let's read the question here. So the question says a 0.12 gram, okay, of calcium chloride in 275 ml of water is used to make an electrolyte what? Solution. It is then kept at 30 degrees Celsius, okay? And then here they've given us the R. So here I forgot to mention about the R, right? So the R is simply the universal gas constant, okay? It's the universal gas constant. Okay, gas constant there. That's the R. So the R, they will always give you the value here, like they have given us there. All right, so part one, which is A, they're saying, write the dissociation equation for calcium chloride and determine the Van Hoof what? Factor. Okay, so calcium chloride is a strong electrolyte, right? So if you put it in water aqueous there, it's going to dissociate into its ions. Okay, so there will be an ion for calcium and ions for chlorine. Okay, so calcium, its ion, it has a 2+ charge. And then I'll say plus, okay? The other ion that will form here is the chloride ion like that. Okay, but I need to balance these atoms, right? Okay, so the calcium I just have 1, and then the chlorine there I add 2. So it means in front of this guy, I'm just going to put a 2. Okay, so meaning that when the calcium chloride actually dissociates, it forms 1 ion of the calcium plus 2 ion of the what? Of the chlorine, which we are calling as the chloride ions. Okay, so how many total number of ions do we have? We have 1 for the calcium and then 2 for the what? For the chlorine. So we have I being equals to what? To 3. Because we said the Van Hoof factor is simply the number of ions of ions that is formed when an electrolyte actually dissociates into what? Into its ions like that. Okay, so the Van Hoof factor there is 3, and that is the dissociation equation that I've written. Okay, so you can just write the state symbols there, okay, to avoid losing marks. So that one there is my dissociation what? Equation. And the Van Hoof factor is simply equals to 3 because there's 1 of this and then 2 of that. So I add them, I get the total. Okay, and then B, they're saying, calculate the osmotic pressure of the solution. So to calculate the osmotic pressure, we're using this formula here, right? Okay, so the Van 2 factor already have it, it's 3. What about the molarity? What about the R? Okay, the R is given, but what about the temperature? Okay, so it means I have to find the molarity, I have to find the temperature in kelvins, right? Okay, so now molarity is simply equals to the moles over the volume, and this volume has to be in liters like that. Okay, so let's find the moles. So what have we been given there? Okay, what have we been given? So we have to find the moles of the solute, and then we divide by the volume of what? Of the solvent that we have there, or the solution that we have there. Okay, so we have been given 0.12 grams, okay, as the mass of this electrolyte like that, the calcium chloride. Okay, so we just have to turn this into moles. So how do we turn or find moles? Moles is equals to the mass given over the molar mass. Okay, so this will just be equals to the mass is 0.12 grams divided by what is the molar mass of the calcium chloride. Okay, so calcium chloride, you just simply go on the periodic table and then you add the molar mass of calcium to 2 decimal places is simply 40.08. So you should check it plus 2 multiplied by the molar mass of the chlorine to 2 decimal places. That will be 35.45. Okay, so when I add this, I get my total molar mass as 110.98 grams per mole. Okay, so you see that the grams and the grams will cancel. I just remain with the moles. And then from there, I just divide the 0.12 divided by the 110.98. So I'm going to get there 0.00108 what? Moles. Okay, so I've gotten my moles. Okay, and then where am I going to get the volume? Okay, the volume I also have because I've been given there that the water there is actually 275 mils of water. Okay, so what I need to do is just to find the volume in liters. Okay, so I have the volume to be, let me erase some of these here. So I have the volume to be, volume is equals to 275 mils. So I want to change this to liters. So what do you think I do? I just divide this with the 1000, right? And then that will give me my volume in liters. So this will give me 0 0.5, oh, 0.275 and then the liters. Okay, so I have my volume there and then I have my moles there. So it means I can now come and calculate the molarity here. So molarity will just be the moles, okay, divided by the volume in what? In liters. Okay, so these are moles and then liters. So this is just going to be equals to what? Okay, it's giving me 0 point, confirm with your calculator, 0, 0, and then 393. So I'll end there. Okay, moles per liter. So this is my molarity here. Okay, so I can just write it, my M there is just equals to 0 0.00393 moles per what? Per liter. Okay, so what is remaining? Okay, I have the Van 2 factor, I have the molarity. So what is remaining is just the temperature in kelvins. So my temperature in kelvins will just be what I've been given, the 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, and then I say plus. Okay, so 30 degrees Celsius, let's say 30 plus the 273.15 kelvins. Okay, so when I do this, what do I have? So 30 plus 273.17, I'm going to get 303.15 kelvins. So that is my temperature, 303.15 kelvins. So now I have everything that I need in order to calculate my what? My osmotic pressure. So I'm going to say osmotic pressure is equals to I, which is 3, multiplied by the molarity, 0.00393, multiplied by the temperature. Okay, multiplied by, in fact, multiplied by the R, which is 0.0821, then multiplied by the what? By the temperature, which is 3.16. 0.07 like that. Okay, so what will be my osmotic pressure? So I'm just going to multiply that throughout. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 0.0393 multiplied by 0.0821 multiplied by 303.1715. Okay, so what I get is what do I get now? Okay, let me do that again. So I have 303.15 multiplied by 0.0821 multiplied by 0.00393 multiplied by 3. So that gives me this number. So 0.29343677. Okay, so now you look at the actual number that you actually started with. Okay, so the one which had the lowest number of significant figures is that. So you express your number to that same number that you had. Okay, but for this one, let's just say we round it off to 3 significant figures. So that would be 0.293. Okay, so that one is okay. So this is what osmotic pressure. So it's measured in the units what? Atmospheres, like that. Okay, or if you want, you can put units for each of these things, and then you'll see they will be cancelling out, and then what you remain with is just the atmospheres there. Okay, so that is the osmotic pressure, and we've managed to what? To calculate it. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Tutor Poul Solutions. Until next time, I was there for you. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to access full tutorial sheet videos, okay, for the tutorial sheet question that we are just from solving, you can actually access them. Okay, so this is tutorial sheet 1, chemistry. We have full video solutions available on the website, so you can check discretelearning.com. You're going to find them. Tutorial sheet 2, we have full videos available. Tutorial sheet 3, we have full videos available. Tutorial sheet 4, we have full videos available. Tutorial sheet 5, we have full videos available. Okay, so you can actually subscribe with us. Just visit Discrete, okay, discretelearning.com. Then you're going to find full video solutions for all these tutorial sheets here, plus more, okay, plus past papers and the like. So actually, when you subscribe, okay, on discretelearning.com, you're going to access all these that you can see here. Okay, so we offer the courses mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, and in all these courses, we provide topic lessons, summarized notes, tutorial sheet full videos, okay, and past papers full videos. So they are all available at discretelearning.com. So just go to Google. Let me show you. So just go to Chrome here. Okay, and then simply type in discretelearning.com. So let me just erase this. So when you come here on Google, just type in discretelearning.com. You can see it has come there, right? And then you go to that same website. Okay, so this is the website here. Okay, but if it's your first time, it means you need to create an account. So it will take you to the login page. Just click on create an account. You create an account for yourself, and then be able to log in using those same details. Okay, so now when you log in on the website, you're going to see something like this. So you can see there's math, chemistry, physics, and biology. So you subscribe for the choice of your course, for the course of your choice. So in that course that you select, you're going to be accessing the tutorial sheet videos, full videos, okay? You're going to be accessing the past papers. You are going to be accessing the topic lessons. So for example, if I just give an example of chemistry here, if I open chemistry, okay, you're going to see that in this course, there's general chemistry, Apex first semester, Apex second semester. So if you're at any other university that is not Apex, okay, you go in the general chemistry folder. That's where you're going to find your things. But if you're at Apex, it depends with the semester where you are in. So if you're in first semester, just come first semester, click on it, okay? Yeah, so it will load, then you just wait for it to load to open. Okay, so now once it loads, you're going to see that you're going to find Okay, so you can see here inside we have topic lessons, we have summarized notes, we have tutorial sheets, we have past papers there. Okay, so if you want full video solutions or explanations for the tutorial sheets, just come here and uh, open the tutorial sheet folder. Okay, and then here there are different intakes, so you can actually learn from the previous intakes, right? So there are full videos there for tutorial sheet, full videos for tutorial sheets. You can learn with them. But if you want for your current intake, so right now it's 2026, okay, January intake, you can simply open the folder. Okay, so you can see assignment 1 to tutorial sheet 5, full videos are already there. So you can access these at your own time, and use them to learn at your own pace anytime. Okay, even in your blankets, you'll still be able to what? To learn. All right, so if you want to subscribe, just check the link in the description below here. Okay, so there's a video registration guide. You can watch it on how to pay and how to actually have access to all this that you're seeing here. Okay, if you don't want chemistry, you can also subscribe for math, you can subscribe for physics, or you can actually subscribe for what? For biology. Okay, so depending on the course that you need help with, you can subscribe for that course. So I can also show you math here. So if I go in math, okay, I go Apex Face semester, depending on the semester that you are. So open, uh, that should just bring up the topic lessons are there, summarize notes, the tutorial sheets, and the past quiz test and exam papers. Okay, all right. For those who cannot manage to actually subscribe on our platform, okay, which has a lot of videos that can help you, you can just simply go to YouTube. Okay, just go to your YouTube there and then search for our YouTube channels. So we also post some free videos there that you can use to learn. Okay, so just search Tutor Poul Solutions. It comes, and then this is the YouTube channel. So there are a lot of things here. So just go to the channel and you'll be able to find the videos. So you can see there are a lot of videos there, right? So you can see Math Quiz 1's there. There are a lot. Okay, so you can even go on the playlist here. Uh, and then you check the playlist that you want. So if you want mathematics for first years, it's there. Mathematical methods, tutorial sheet and the like, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of videos. So you can watch these on the YouTube channel for free. Empirical and molecular formulas, SADs and rationalization. In case you have challenges in that, we have these free videos that we post there. Okay. But for full videos, you need to subscribe on the website, which is what? Discretelearning.com. You can also check the channel Discrete Learning Institute. Okay. So this channel, again, even it has a lot of videos, a lot of free videos. You can see there are a lot of videos there that you can use to actually learn at your own time, at your own pace. Okay, so here there's even how to pay if you want to pay, how to create an account. If you do not know how to create an account, you can use that. Okay, another channel that you can check out is Tutor John. Okay, so Tutor John Official, you can check it out. It also has a lot of videos. Okay, so these are all tutors for Discrete Learning Institute. So you can see there are a lot of physics videos there that you can actually use to learn at your own time if you do not have enough to actually subscribe to our platform. Okay, but if you can manage, please just subscribe. You won't regret your decision. Okay, the another channel that you can check out that is for free. It's Math with Marius. So just search Math with Marius. So Tutor Marius only does the math part. Okay, so you can see on his YouTube channel, they're just math videos and the like. So you can actually go there and watch free videos. Okay, free videos for everyone there. So if you are not understanding something, please just go to those YouTube channels that I've shown you, and then you'll be able to find some helpful videos. Okay. And then those who want to subscribe, you can actually subscribe on the website. You're going to find everything intact that you want, well, properly arranged. All right. So thank you so much. If you would like to contact me, okay, here's my number. So 0779 96, okay, 96 40 and then 10. So that is Tutor Poul Solutions. Okay, so you can contact me on that number. Then I'll be able to help you if you're having any challenges with your what? With your pre-med or your NS. Right. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Tutor Solutions. Until next time, always there for you.